Hello dear children, welcome back to your English class. Children, today we will do chapter number 15 of our course book and the name of the chapter is A Bear Story. Children, this story is about a bear, a pet bear who lived with a lady in a big house near a forest. The bear was very kind and gentle. Before starting, we will learn some new words and their meanings. Number one is grazing. Grazing means eating grass, okay, by animals. Then horrified. Horrified means filled with great shock or fear. Shuffle. Shuffle means walk by dragging one's feet. कैसे walk करना? Feet को drag करके, खींच करके. Okay. Then parasol. Parasol means a light umbrella used when it is sunny. Sun से protection के लिए जिस umbrella को use करते हैं, that is called parasol. Meek. Meek means very kind, very gentle. Okay, children?
Children, let us read the story of a pet bear. There was once a lady who lived in a house near a big forest. She had a pet bear and she was very fond of him. She had found him many years ago in the forest, very small and half dead with hunger. The lady and her cook had taken care of him and fed him milk from a bottle. Children, a lady who lived in a house near a forest had a pet bear and she loved him very much. She found him in the forest when he was very small and half dead with hunger. So उस lady को वो bear कहाँ मिला था? In the forest when he was very small, right? Then the lady and her cook had taken care of him. एंड दे फेड हिम मिल्क फ्रॉम अ बॉटल. उन्होंने बॉटल से उसे मिल्क पिलाया. नाउ ही वॉज अ बिग बेयर एंड वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड पावरफुल. He could kill a bull if he had wanted to, but he did not want to kill anybody. He was very gentle. He spent his days sitting outside his kennel and looking at the cows grazing in the field. Children played around him and climbed onto his back. Sometimes they were found fast asleep between his paws. Dogs would play games with him. Children, now the bear was big, strong, and powerful. He was so powerful that he could kill a bull. वो एक bull को भी kill कर सकता है if he had wanted to, अगर वो चाहे तो. But he was very kind. He was very gentle. He did not want to kill anybody. Children, how did he spend his days? वो पूरे दिन क्या करता था? He sat outside his kennel. Kennel means a small shelter. वो अपने स्मॉल से हाउस के बाहर पूरा दिन बैठा रहता था एंड लुकिंग एट द काउज ग्रेजिंग इन द फील्ड. और फील्ड में काउज को ग्रास ईटिंग करते हुए देखता रहता था. चिल्ड्रन प्लेड अराउंड हिम एंड क्लाइम्ड ऑन टू हिज बैक. चिल्ड्रन उसके अराउंड उसके आसपास प्ले करते थे और जंप करके उसकी बैक पर बैठ जाते थे. समटाइम्स क्या होता था, चिल्ड्रन वहाँ सोए हुए मिलते थे. बिटवीन हिज पॉज. पॉज मीन्स फुट ऑफ एन एनिमल. Dogs also played games with him, pulling his ears and his tail, and he did not mind it all. How did the dogs play with him? They pulled his ears and his tail. वो उसके ears और उसकी tail को खींचते थे. But he did not mind it at all. पर उसे ये सब बुरा नहीं लगता था. He ate bread, porridge, potatoes, and cabbages. He loved fruits. When he was young, he got into trouble by climbing up apple trees and stealing apples. But he was punished for it and never did it again. Now he would look out into the orchard. If an apple fell to the ground, he would rush to pick it up. Children, what did the bear like to eat? Bread, porridge, potatoes, cabbages, and fruits. Okay? एक बार वो जब यंग था, छोटा था, तो उसने एप्पल ट्रीज पर क्लाइंबिंग करके एप्पल स्टील किए थे. तब उसे इसके लिए पनिशमेंट मिली थी. देन ही नेवर डिड इट अगेन. पनिशमेंट के बाद उसने कभी ऐसा दोबारा नहीं किया था. और अब वो क्या करता था? He looked into the orchard. What is orchard, children? Orchard is a garden in which fruit trees are planted. तो अभी वो बेर क्या करता था? जब कोई एप्पल ट्री से नीचे गिरा होता था ग्राउंड पर, तब वो रन करके जाता था और उस एप्पल को उठा लेता था. He was left free all day and only chained up at night because bears, like dogs, can get bad tempered if they are tied up for too long. चिल्ड्रन, उसे सिर्फ नाइट में ही चेन से बांधा जाता था और वो फुल डे फ्री घूमता था. बिकॉज बेयर्स लाइक डॉग्स कैन गेट बैड टेम्पर्ड, क्योंकि बेयर्स जो होते हैं वो भी डॉग्स की तरह इरिटेट हो जाएंगे, एंग्री हो जाएंगे अगर उन्हें फुल डे टाई करके बांध करके रखा जाए. ही वॉज ऑल्सो चेन्ड अप ऑन संडेज when his mistress went to visit her sister. She had to walk for an hour through the forest and then cross a lake by boat to reach her sister's house. The bear was frightened of sailing. He had once upset the boat and he and his mistress had to swim ashore after falling into the water. So, on Sundays, his mistress chained him up and patted him on the head before going off. She also promised to give him an apple in the evening if he was a good boy. He always looked sad when she left, but he behaved very well. चिल्ड्रन, द बेयर वॉज ऑल्सो चेन्ड अप ऑन संडेज. बेयर को चेन से संडे को भी बांधा जाता था बिकॉज उसकी मिस्ट्रेस संडे को कहाँ जाती थी? अपनी सिस्टर से मिलने. शी हैड टू वॉक फॉर एन आवर थ्रू द फॉरेस्ट. उसको फॉरेस्ट से 1 आवर वॉक करके जाना होता था एंड आफ्टर दैट उसे एक लेक क्रॉस करनी होती थी बाय अ बोट टू रीच हर सिस्टर्स हाउस. द बेयर वॉज फ्राइटेंड ऑफ सेलिंग. बेयर को सेलिंग से डर लगता था, बोट में ट्रैवलिंग से डर लगता था. एक बार क्या हुआ था, जब वो बोट से जा रहा था अपनी मिस्ट्रेस के साथ, ही फ्राइटेंड एंड अपसेट द बोट and then he and his mistress fell into the water and then they had to swim. That's why his mistress chained him up on Sundays and before going she patted him on the head. Children, patted means touched gently. वो प्यार से उसके सिर पर हाथ रखती थी. She also promised to give him an apple in the evening if he वॉज अ गुड बॉय. से प्रॉमिस करती थी कि अगर आप पूरे दिन अच्छे से बिहेव करोगे तो इवनिंग में आपको एक एप्पल मिलेगा. द बेयर ऑलवेज फेल्ट सैड व्हेन हिज मिस्ट्रेस लेफ्ट बट ही बिहेव्ड नाइसली. One Sunday, when the lady was halfway through the forest, she heard the crackling of leaves behind her. She looked back and was horrified to find the bear coming along full speed behind her. Bears look as if they are moving very slowly, but they shuffle along very fast. In a minute, he had joined her and taken up his place behind her, walking along like a dog at her heels. One Sunday, when the lady was going through the forest, when she had covered half of the distance, she heard the sound of crackling leaves. When she looked back, she was shocked to see the bear coming behind her. Children, it appears that the bears move very slowly, but they walk very fast. In a minute, the bear had joined the lady. He was walking along with her like a dog. One Sunday क्या हुआ, जब लेडी फॉरेस्ट से क्रॉस कर रही थी, देन शी हर्ड द साउंड ऑफ लीव्स. और जब उसने पीछे मुड़कर देखा तो उसने क्या देखा कि बेर उसके पीछे फुल स्पीड में आ रहा है. And in a minute he joined her. The lady was very angry. She did not want to waste time taking him back home. She thought it was very naughty of him to have broken his chain and followed her. She angrily ordered him to go back at once. He did not pay any attention and continued to sniff at her skirt. The lady saw that he had even lost his new collar. She got even angrier and hit him on the nose so hard with her parasol that the parasol broke. The bear stopped again, shook his head, and opened his mouth several times as if he wanted to say something. Then he turned round and began to shuffle back the way he had come, stopping now and then to look at the lady till she could no longer see him. The lady was so angry to see the bear, and she had no time to take him back home. She was angry because she thought the bear had broken the chain and followed her. She ordered him to go back at home at once. But he did not pay any attention. उसने lady की बात नहीं सुनी and he continued to sniff at her skirt. Children, sniff means smell through nose. Okay? Then she saw he had lost his new collar. She became angry and she hit him so hard with her parasol. Parasol means umbrella. She hit so hard that the parasol broke. The bear was shaking his head, opening his mouth. He was trying to say something. Then he turned round and began to move back the way he had come. तब वो उसने वापस टर्न किया और वो जहाँ से आया था वहीं जाने लगा. Stopping now and then to look at the lady. लेकिन फिर भी वो कुछ कुछ टाइम के बाद स्टॉप होता और टर्न करके उस लेडी को देखता till she could no longer see him. जब When the lady came home in the evening, the bear was sitting outside his kennel, looking very sorry for himself. The lady was still very angry. She began to scold him. He would have no apples, she said, and also no food tonight, and he would also be chained up for 2 days because he had been a bad bear. The old cook, who loved the bear very much, rushed out of her kitchen very angry. When the lady came back in the evening, the bear was sitting outside his kennel. She was so angry with him, so she started to scold him. लेडी ने उसे डांटते हुए बोला कि अब तुम्हें कोई एप्पल नहीं मिलेगा, फूड नहीं मिलेगा, ऑल्सो तुम्हें 2 डेज के लिए चेन से बांध कर रखा जाएगा बिकॉज तुमने एक बैड बेयर बनकर दिखाया है. द ओल्ड कुक, अब जो ओल्ड कुक थी जो कि बेयर से बहुत प्यार करती थी वो अपने किचन से रन करके बाहर आई एंड शी वॉज वेरी एंग्री. Why are you scolding him, Mrs.? said the cook. He has been as good as gold the whole day, bless him. He has been sitting here all day quiet and meek, looking at the gate and waiting for you to come back. The cook asked the lady, Why are you scolding him? कुक ने लेडी से पूछा कि आप इसे क्यों डांट रही हैं. He has been as good as gold मीन्स ही बिहेव्ड वेरी वेल द होल डे. पूरा दिन इसने बहुत अच्छे से बिहेव किया है और ये पूरा दिन यहाँ क्वाइटली बैठकर गेट की तरफ देखता रहा एंड ही वॉज वेटिंग फॉर यू. द लेडी वॉज स्टन्ड. शी हैड एक्चुअली हिट अ वाइल्ड बेयर ऑन द नोज. आफ्टर हियरिंग दिस द लेडी वॉज सरप्राइज्ड. जब उसे पता चला कि बेर तो यहाँ से कहीं गया ही नहीं, वो तो पूरा दिन घर पर ही उसका वेट कर रहा था. Then she realized that she had actually hit a wild bear on the nose. रियलाइज किया जो फॉरेस्ट में उसे बेर मिला था वो कोई वाइल्ड बेर था और उसने उसे हिट किया.
Children, this was all about the story. I hope you all have understood the story very well. Now do the given bookwork and notebook work in neat and clean handwriting.